And I've accidentally muted it. Yeah, so there's a 1.5-minute delay. What is going on here? Jesus. Right, let me just put the feelers out quickly. Gee, what is going on with this? It's taking me 5 minutes to start it. 1.5-minute delay. Unbelievable. Right, let's get this. Let's get the feelers out. I'll be with you in a second. I'll be with you in a second. I don't know if there's anyone in here. It wouldn't surprise me if no one's in here now because it's pissed me about so much. Where are we? Having a bit of trouble today. Yeah, Streamlabs has been a bitch. It's taken me 10 minutes to start. Every time I started it, on my phone it got stuck in a loop. So it wasn't showing up on YouTube, it wasn't playing on YouTube, but on my phone it was just looping. Like I tried to end it and it would just start. So 10 minutes I was there trying to sort that. I don't know if it's because there's bad weather outside, it's playing with the connection. I don't know. Oh my god, I'm just putting the feelers out on the socials for people if they want to join. But it's good to see you, Dad, and anyway, how you doing? You doing alright? I'll explain to you why I wasn't on yesterday. Another shit show of life. Yeah, just the internet and the app just doesn't want to play ball today. Where are we? Then I'll share that. Right, I think we're ready now. Sorry about all that. Flipping heck, unbelievable. Unbelievable. Is it still going? Are we still here? Who knows? Who knows? Today, I have unmuted that, haven't I? Because I was swearing and effing and blinding at the thing, so. Currant red. Current affairs red. Let's sort that out. Let's just neaten you up a little bit. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's just move you across a little bit. Right, are we golden? Are we good? Any more cock-ups? I haven't even found the pen yet. What number was it? 114. Are we one of these? Oh, there you go. Found it straight away. Yeah, 114. Right. Excuse me. Let's draw some business. Doing fine. Been messing around with overclocking my PC. How's that going? I don't even attempt stuff like that with my PC. I'll make an absolute balls of it. Right. Just going to do an old school lines and shapes business. Mess about with those. You know when you overclock it, is that just to... I'm right in thinking that's just when you want to kind of eke a bit more power out of it and a bit more speed out of it, right? Yeah, I don't think mine's got the bits and pieces for that. Just need to tweak a few things, that'd be great. Yeah. Tech savvy when it comes to PC. I'm really not kind of tech heavy. I just, as long as it works, if the thing works, then that's all that matters to me. I'm not really bothered about all the knowledge for such things. Yeah, Saturday stream had to be today because of on 7 o'clock by the time I was able to get sorted what I needed sorting. So it's like I thought, no, that's too late. I'll be on. I think it was about 7:30, 8 o'clock I was done. We are still going, aren't we? Yeah. And I just thought, no, I'm not getting done. I think it's just really poor internet connect. It's really bad weather outside. I don't think there's anything I can do about it. Like, it's really windy here. I think that might be why. Keep an eye on it, but I don't think there's the bad weather outside. It is very frustrating, but unfortunately, I don't think there's a lot I can do. I'm looking at it on YouTube because I've got it up on my computer as well as we speak, and I'm kind of keeping an eye on it, but I don't think there's a lot I can do about it. And stuff. I don't think there's anything I can do about it. I've just seen it there. It's chopping about on YouTube. Yeah, but unfortunately, I really don't think there's anything I can do. Do not disturb. Turn that off. That's a nice red there. Yeah, it's a nice colour, this, isn't it? Currant red, this one. Starting to get into the reds and pinks now. What's the one after this? Currant red, then wine red. Yeah, some really nice deep reds. There's a pink that's quite far. I think I showed you before. There's a pink that's quite a few weeks down the line that just doesn't really show up on the paper. I might do that one on a Saturday, actually. No, because I couldn't justify doing that as a stream on its own. When it gets to that really crappy pink, I'll do it as a double header on the Saturday. Just because I don't know if I'm going to have enough time on the Friday. It would, because Fridays are kind of dependent. Like for one stream, it's normally fine. That's why I can do between, like I can start between 5 and 6. It's not a problem, but like anything beyond that, it's possibly going to be a bit too late, but. But yeah, it's bad weather.
Xander? Jamie, I need you a minute.
Sorry, I'm not talking much. I feel like I'm in the zone a little bit. I'm really enjoying just fleshing this one out. Yeah, I do really like this red. I agree, Dead Hand. It's a nice red. with this one as well, I'm not going to look where I've put the numbers for the other ones. I'm just going to put it where I think it... Bottom left. Was it 114? Yeah. Yeah, I have not done much drawing this week at all. Nearly never came on yesterday. I thought half 3, 4-ish. And I went, no, it'll be fine. You'll be able to do it. And then disaster happened at dinner, which is why I didn't actually come on, because I thought I'm just not going to have time to come on now because of that bullshit. We'll just get a message. Sorry, I was just getting a message. Blah, blah. So not finished the original, I'm guessing. Nope, this week. I took my daughter to a kids' park. Okay, like my gum was still kind of aching a little bit after my tooth was out, but it was fine. Like I could tell it was getting much better. So kind of sore throat. And I thought, oh, this doesn't feel bad. It just feels like one of those. This Saturday, it had like fully blown cold. What it did was it absolutely ruined my sinuses. So I could, like, you know, when you get that kind of cold and it affects your nose so you can't breathe. So every night this week when I've gone to bed, I've not up absolutely worn out, run down, and then I'm just sleeping like I'm just crashing all day. And then I've got to go and get them, come back for dinner, and I just feel absolutely worn out. So this week's just been dead, basically. But then it just kind of never went away this week. I just felt like crap all week. Yesterday I felt crap. I thought I could still do the stream. Like I nearly cancelled it because of that, but I thought no, I can do it. I can get through a stream. It's fine. But like I say, the reason why it was so late is because a disaster happened when I was cooking dinner, and that just put everything miles back. And I thought, nah. I just thought, no. So I've basically done no work this week. So I thought, right, I'm not having that. I can still do this drawing, but I'll just shift it to today. You know, see if people can... Yeah, the problem is it's not like it's not the worst cold I've ever had. Like as colds go, it's been a standard 1 week and still got on with stuff. The problem comes at night when you try and sleep, but because your nose is so blocked up, I can't sleep. So it's just the next day I'm exhausted. That's been the problem. Like the cold part itself hasn't been that bad. It's just the lack of sleep. Like I don't feel as bad today because I was able to have because it's Saturday. I was able to have a bit of a lie-in, so I didn't feel that bad. but obviously because I'm up so early during the week, it just crashes you out. So I'm hoping it's starting to ease up a little bit now. And then by the time Monday comes around, I'll be kind of okay again. Yeah, I'll live. I'll live. Tiny dancer. Oh. To get, but don't you worry, I will have that original. But I'm doing it before I go away at Christmas. That may be done, but the way I do certain drawings, like the way I connect shapes and stuff, because I've wanted to go back to. I've wanted to have another stab at pixel drawings all week, but the way I approach it is going to be different to the way I draw this, so I wanted to go back on that. But like I said, the way I've been feeling all week has just been so crap. But I have my God, it was struggling now, isn't it? It's my favourite. I used to love. They don't do them anymore. But for the longest time, they did the sour berry ones. Are we still going? I think we are. Let me just refresh this. Yeah, they used to do like the sour ones. There was a bubblegum one and a blue and a purple one. They used to do them for ages, but they stopped doing them now. They did a sour apple one as well, which was really nice, but they stopped doing that one too. The other flavours they've got are a bit underwhelming, I think. The watermelon and kiwi one, I thought I would love that, but it's just a bit things to drink. But oh, what is that line? Holy shit! It's the beauty of it, though. You can just What's the Bob Ross saying? It's a happy little accident. It's just a happy little accident right there. That's probably not anything like he sounded like, but I think I've done the Family Guy impression of him there. I'm just going to go ahead and put that little bush right there. And if you tell anyone that bush is there, I will find you. Danny, don't you know that you're... Danny, don't you know? Danny, don't you know? Danny, don't you know? D-A-N-A-Y. He is such a... Ow. Now I'll do more on the left. No, Daddy, don't you know? I wonder, could I? I'm just going to try something here. Excuse me. Where's my... I wonder. No. This isn't going to work at all, is it? Could I, bear with me folks, bear with me. I'm going to try something, an innovator. Oh, I knew you'd do that. In fact, can you still see it? In fact, I might not even have that light on if I don't need it. Could I? Bear with me. I might... Like if I were to... Can you flip this? You can. Right, I might actually need my light for this then. Oh, you're such a dick. Oh, why does it do that? Oh, it's not going to do it, is it? What I was trying to do is I was trying to set up my webcam as well, but the problem is no, it's not going to work. Sorry, not going to work. Yeah, ain't going to work. Sorry for faff. I was trying to see if I could set up my webcam to stream it through TikTok as well, but I for some reason I can't have the light on as well as the camera. It's like the little box that I run all my USBs through. It doesn't want to do it. But how are you anyway? You good? It's good to see you as always. Thank you for the like as well, whoever did that. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Appreciate you. By the time I would have started yesterday, I wouldn't have been done until like 10:30, so I thought, no, that's too late. Just make some food for me and the boy, watched a film, and then by the time all that was done, it was pretty much 4 o'clock, so I thought that's just perfect. Perfect, ideal time for streaming. Apologies as well for the sort of buffering in and out. It's sort of bad weather outside, so that's the only thing I can think of why it's interfering with. But yeah, all I did, like, it's not the worst sleeping, so like I'm not getting 7 the time the day comes up. Why'd you smell? What's made you all smelly? I had a delicious shower earlier. I love a good shower. Especially when you know you feel a bit ripe and then you hop in, it's like, oh yes. Such a good feeling. But Saturday, see what I normally do. I've thought about Saturday streaming as well, like. But I said to myself, I'm having a day off, like one day completely free of drawing, just so I don't lose motivation. I made sure I always have one day off. Thought before, like maybe just having a couple of hours. It smells like carrot in my room. Maybe it's not just me. Carroty room. It's not the worst smell. The worst smell for me is like bins. Like we used to have like a big tall flip bin in our kitchen, and because it fills up quite quickly, like with all the cooking that you do every day and stuff like that, it just stunk the place out. I thought, nah. We'll have like a plastic bag, just a normal size shopping plastic bag, fill that up and it goes out. Because I hate the smell of bins in this house. It grosses me out. Take your vitamins, Sylvan. Vitamins. Yeah. Yeah, that's worse. I went to a physician with my lab tests and they told me that I don't need multivitamin since I have most of them covered under my existing diet. I'm a bit of a but most of the time it's always like everything's home cooked. So like protein, carbs, veg. I don't eat as much fruit as maybe I should. I used to eat apples quite a lot, but I've just not been eating them. I've thought about getting. I haven't seen any that include zinc and copper, but I have thought about getting separate tablets for those just to make sure I get it all in. Oh, I'm gonna take my hat off. Oh, I do quite like this one. Right, I'll start thinking about the number. I might put it down here. In fact, I am going to put it down here. That's what I said, wasn't it? A114. Yeah, I'm going to put the, what was it? A, just to make sure you're with me as well. A114. I'm going to look at it through the screen on YouTube to make sure I'm getting it right. A114, yeah. Right, let's get this punched in. I always forget how I draw the fours. I think I know how. Yeah. Daddy, don't you know that you... There you go. That's the number drawn in. Yeah, sorry about that, Annie. It's pretty shaky weather where I am. It's really windy. I don't know if that's interfering with it. Like it took me nearly 10 minutes to start the stream. I don't know if it's because it was a bad connection, but Streamlabs wasn't kind of locking in. It kept saying error, 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 and then when it kind of half connected and then looped, so it was kind of stuck at, oh, it's scheduled for this time, but then it wouldn't start at that particular time. So and I couldn't shut off the stream and reset it. So very, very sorry to say. It does keep doing it on my end. Like I'm looking at it through YouTube and Very apologetic about that. I wish I could do something about it, but I cannot. It's a glitch in the matrix. And it was snowing, but here there was like a couple of. I'm in South Yorkshire, which is like right in the middle of England. Like it just kind of looked like someone had like dusted the place in ice and sugar. It wasn't really that bad. Today was supposed to be a bit warmer. Well, it has been warmer. It's like 9-10 degrees today. But no, there's been much worse snow days than this. It's been cold, but it's not been like really bad in terms of snow. There has been. Oh, jeez Louise. Even flipping heck. Oh, yeah, the weather has been all over the gaff this year. There always seems to be like a weird year with weather. I remember summer. This might have been 5 to 10 years ago, when it was like the mildest summer. I can remember there was barely a summer. It was just not necessarily raining, but it was just really kind of mid. There was a few days of rain, but it was just, I can't even describe it. It was just. Yeah, Celsius. Oh, 16 now. Wouldn't surprise me if it's true. Yeah, 16's warm, like very warm for December. But yeah, this year's been, like I say, all over the place for weather. The weather just thinks one day, you know, fuck it, I'm gonna have a laugh. Daddy, don't you know? Daddy, don't you know? I blame Stop Oil for the weather. Stop Oil, they seem to blame paintings at an art gallery. They seem to have a particular wrath for art. What's that? Global warming, temperatures rising. Fuck Van Gogh. Have some soup. You'll remember the day when rides were taken, environment better. What happened, Daddy? Was some really important policy changes made in government? No, 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 son. Was some amazing new technology created to help with pollution? No, son. Were there extra electric buses to help the carbon footprint? No, 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 son. But what did happen was a snooker tournament was interrupted. And, well, that's it, yeah? Because we all know how much snooker has an influence on the environment. We all know this. 147 breaks are basically like oil spills. You know what I mean? They really. You make sure to tell your kids and their kids and their kids the really bad environmental crisis of 2020. But it was delayed heavily. Well, not heavily, it was delayed by a game. Public inconvenience to Stop Oil. Yeah. I have a particular disdain for them. And what's the other one? Extinction Rebellion. Not because of their message, because I agree with it. It's like, yes, finding cleaner, healthier, better ways to live so we don't kill the planet we live on. But it's when you have got such an ego and you're so up your own arse that your only care is to get yourself on the telly because you've vandalised some paintings or stopped working class people going to work. Something tells me you've made that more about you. I don't like it. Not one bit. That's just what bothers me. It's like, it's when they use the excuse of raising awareness. That's just fucking code speak for doing fuck all, basically. It's like you couldn't. It just made. I just don't believe it. It's like you don't give a shit about the environment. But if you get your face on This Morning Britain, then you know, life goal achieved. You know what I mean? Yeah, I've just got a very big problem with people claiming that they're for a cause and then using that as shitty as, I don't know, sociopathic almost, about using a positive cause that's supposed to help people and using it for your own gain is just something really, I don't know, it's just really sick about that. I just hate that. It's like condoning bad behaviour but using the excuse that you're fighting against it to basically behave in exactly the same way. It's just ugh. The super glued the hand to a tanker. Yeah, that was brilliant. The guy, because the guy who was getting interviewed was like, yeah, I don't know what they're on, because he was so chill as well, just this normal truck driver. I was like, yeah, but do you think they're maybe spreading a message? You went, yeah, but mate, that's cooking oil. It just shows you the people who claim to be fighting for this stuff haven't got a clue what they're on about. So they don't have a fucking clue about environment. It's because in their own lives they've just got tragically sad lives themselves, and they're just trying to find a way to do something with it without seeming like a loser. Stop Killing Animals movement. I don't know about, is it Stop Killing Animals movement? I don't know about that movement. Is it PETA? PETA are a meme now, by the way. That's when a charity's just gone way too far down the rabbit hole and got high off sniffing their own farts. It's like they're not a charity for making, you know, for fighting for animal rights. They're just professional finger waggers. What's that? You use the colour red? Well, red is associated with blood, and blood is associated with murder, and murder is what happens to animals, therefore, then shut the fuck up. I and people finding it just rubs me up the wrong way. Just when people claim to be fighting for something, there's no authenticity behind it. It's just all fake for views and money and all that. It just really bothers me. And I think there's too much of it. Processed meat does have some problems like sausages and stuff, but I feel like people should have a choice. Yeah, is it Peter? Yeah. The thing is, it's like you could be right about something. Like, yeah, you know, like I eat meat, but even I can acknowledge that, you know, look at like the overall cut. Like I say, just the methods, like it's just the finger wagging method of, like, you know, taking the moral high ground. It's like you're not better than somebody because you decide not to eat meat and someone else does. Obviously, I'm not talking about you, Annie, because I know you're a vegetarian, but it's just, it's mainly sort of activists group that just act as if they're floating above the rest of us, like some fucking sort of angel of good. And it's thing is, a lot of the people who do that heavily overcompensate as well, I reckon. People who claim they're kind of too hard, heavy-handed with the message, and it's like, yeah, I bet you're like, obviously vegans is another one, but it's like, yeah, I bet you're at the back, in the back chowing down on burgers. It's like, you're about as much of a vegan as I am. It's always the ones who overcompensate. You're like, yeah, I bet there's something dodgy about you. It's when people put just kind of declare it in their bios of Twitter. It's like, yeah, you've done some shady shit, haven't you? I used to eat chicken and eggs, so I'm not clean either. Yeah, again, like I say, we're all part of the animal kingdom and all that, aren't we? It's just like, I try not to eat processed foods. Like in my house, like, we have 1 day a week, or try and have 1 day a week, where it's freezer food. So that would be like, you know, you kind of frozen pizzas or nuggets that you put in the oven. Like, my daughter at the minute is a very fussy eater, and chicken nuggets is one of the only few things that she eats. Like, it's not great food, but she's at that age where it's like, I'd rather her just eat than, you know, I'm not going to get on my high horse about nutrition. It's like, they're kids. It's like, just, I'm more focused on the importance of just finishing your dinner. Like, whenever you have dinner put in front of you, make sure you finish it, as opposed to finger wagging them about, well, you shouldn't eat this and you shouldn't eat. Pete, the thing with Peter now, this is why I love South Park. I only ever get that episode of South Park in my head where they absolutely rip Peter a new one. It's just funny. It's gross, but it is funny. It's like, yeah, you deserve to have the piss ripped out of you for being a bunch of obnoxious twats. It's windy outside, people. Windy as fook. That might be why the stream's a bit choppy, because outside's quite choppy. Once or twice is actually fine for red meat. Yeah, I think I know America are big on processed food. Like, there's a series on YouTube called Snack. Is it Snack Wars? I don't mean the ones where celebrities try food from UK and US and Australia and UK and all that. There's these two guys, I can't remember their names, but they're really cool. There's one American guy and one British guy, and they do British and UK versions of like fast food. And the one that always sticks to mind is the McDonald's one. And it's to do with like the regulations in America and the UK, like what you're allowed to put in your food versus what you're not allowed to put in your food. And in the UK, the fries at McDonald's, there are 3 ingredients: potato, oil, and salt. That's it. In America, I can't remember the exact number. I don't want to heavily exaggerate it, but I'm sure it was between 10 or 20 for chips. And a load of it was stuff to make it more visually attractive. So it was just pumped full of like food colouring and dye and all this stuff that's banned in the UK, just to make it look more yellow. And it's like, I don't want my chips looking like something from The Simpsons. I just want them to look like fried potato. Like, it's just all sorts of crap in things. It's like their sweets as well. That's why their chocolate tastes different to ours, because of all the crap they are allowed to pump in it. Whereas it's banned in the UK. But in America, Kinder Eggs are banned, out of fear of kids choking on the sweets. But you can pump them full of poison. We just want to make sure it's us killing your kids, not the parents. Sorry, that is quite cynical. Sorry. Brother, every second thing is heavily processed. Yeah. Yeah, okay, yeah, exactly right. It's mad. And do you know what the thing is as well? Like in the US, because I quite like watching like food places in the US. If you were to have like any sort of, or go to any sort of place that does like hamburgers, fried chicken, pizza, like New York's got a lot of them, where you go to like independent places where they really care about the food. It looks immaculate because they make it all from fresh, like it's all kind of fresh ingredients that they use. And it kicks the shit out of anything we've got in the UK. Like, we've got some good burger joints and stuff, and we are adopting some of that kind of stuff. But it's the supermarket stuff. Like, if you were to go to a supermarket in America and get, like, you know, all that processed stuff, it's shocking. But I think that's why a lot of those kind of restaurants in America do well, because it's really, really good. I mean, you've got your shit ones, obviously, but like people who really care, like these independent places that do like really high quality fried chicken and stuff. Because I think fried chicken is one of the best things to eat. It's just one of the most enjoyable things to eat. And they've nailed it to an art form over there. But like you say, it's just all the processed crap that they have in, like, was it the school dinners as well? Like, one of the very few things that Jamie Oliver's actually done well is advocate for better school dinners, because the ones in the US are turd. But yeah, it's crazy. Like, I remember, I think we spoke about this before, when like I wanted to try an Impossible Burger just out of curiosity, like, not to shit on it, I actually wanted to taste it. But apparently, like, all the substitute stuff they use in that is full of crap. Like some of the chemicals and stuff they use, because they're trying so hard to make it look and taste and smell like meat. They're kind of replacing, or they're using sort of things that you shouldn't really use in food. And I think, what, I don't care if a veggie burger looks like a meat burger. Like, I'd rather it be a veggie burger. Like, I know we've said about this before, like I'd easily have a vegetarian dodgy van, New York. Yeah, but when you have like a proper food in America, like I went to Las Vegas on a lad's holiday a good few years, kind of pay for it. It's just crap. Like, it's not amazing quality, but less likely to give you. It's. I actually think the goal should be, we want people to know how good vegetables can taste. We're going to make this awesome curry out of it, or this awesome burger that's, you know, it doesn't taste like meat, but it tastes like something different that's, you know, that you'll enjoy just as much as meat. Just advertise good tasting food. It doesn't have to be exactly like meat. Some meat products taste absolute shite. Anything with aubergine in it, because aubergine does taste like neither of us. Danny, don't you know? Let's have a look here. Again. Again, it's not necessarily the fattest bit of work I've done. What are we on? How long have we been on? Oh, I've got 40%. Oh, I'm going to fatten this out a bit then. I've got loads of time. don't you know the joy? I can see why they eat so much meat. Hang on, I went to the United States back in 15, used to be non-vegetarian, but I still was from... I don't know how to cook. Yeah, like, bruh, yeah. And it's cheese. Yeah, and it's not even, yeah, like you said, not even proper cheese, just processed shite. Plastic cheese, we call it in the UK. Good old American cheese. No, give me a cheddar. Oh, give it some girth. Just ended randomly for me. Yeah, it chopped out a little bit there. Is it still going? Yeah, like I say, it's just the connection keeps. Windy as fook outside. Windy as fook outside. I've messed up that dot, but hey, we will live. BRB. Okie dokie. batteries on my phones are dying quick. Holy shit. Ooh, I'm just having a breather. I'm still here, do not worry about it. You can only find the small sets of ARTEZA pens. Like I got these a while back. I'll have a quick look. I got these a good 2 years ago, I think. But they are good. They're not, I would say, what are these, fine liners? Yeah, there's 48. Like sometimes what you might have to do, like there's a 40 set of 48 here. Yeah, so if you click on the 48, so I've clicked on that, and then here there'll be like an option under it, and then you've got the 120. That's the ones I've got. 50 quid. I paid 35 for mine, but I think mine were. I think there might have been an offer when I got mine. Yeah, but they are good. But they're good specifically for, I would say, line drawing. Like if you use them for colouring, like I wanted to gradient this with the greys. I mean, no fine liner is really used for colouring big sections of like chunks of shapes and stuff. So you are going to see the pen lines, but well, like I say, you've seen the drawings I've done with them, but they are good pens. But I do. They are good. Like I say, I had no brand loyalty to them. I just literally typed in coloured fine liners. They seem to have a lot of stuff. They were that might have been why I got them, because at the time they were 35 and other brands were a bit more, like 40 to £50. I think they just might have sets of 120. Kind of gushing out of it. I think every kind of stippling a gradient like the yellow in the draw. Yeah, they'd probably be good for. I don't know if. Like, yeah, like they don't. I mean, this is actually. It has done. Coob, how's it going, man? So no, don't worry about it, mate. It's my fault for streaming today because of the disaster that happened yesterday. Hope you're all right though. I hope you are well, my friend. I do want to work more with dots, but I need to learn to straighten it up a bit more. I listened to your new track earlier. It's really good, by the way. Really, really good. Just took a bath. No, I'm glad you're happy with it, man. Yeah, I decided to do it a bit earlier because I thought, like, normally I can't do it at 4 o'clock on a Friday, but I thought with it being Saturday, you know, I don't have any sort of chore type things to do, so I thought I may as well get it done a little bit earlier. I think what I might do is spend, after I've done this, I've started playing Minecraft again. So I'm going to go back and carry on with my world because it's just a nice little way to chill, I think. Let me have a look at this. Oh God, the quality of that, you know. Wondering, can I do any more to this? Ooh. You noticed I was on Minecraft. How do you know that was on Minecraft? Does it show up on Discord? I'm assuming it does. Is it connected to my Discord? Yeah, it does. It says it there. It says it there. It's a weird one, this drawing. Like, I could leave it there, but I still could expand on it as well. Might maybe do a few other little details in it, I don't know. I see. I really like Minecraft, but The problem I have, Minecraft is like a perfect snapshot of how I think about drawing. Like Minecraft, I'll think, oh, I want to build these massive worlds and these huge buildings, and I'll have this big idea. I'm going to do this. I'm going to make all these farms and da 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 da. Forgetting that I have to kind of do the basics first. Just make a little farm. But because I can't, I'm too impatient to go through the grind of all the smaller stuff. I stop playing it because I'm like, oh, I'm not at the big stuff yet. It's exactly how I draw. Like I've said it before. Like I'll think of the big picture and the massively detailed finale, and it's not. No, you've got to put in the groundwork first. That's the problem I have with Minecraft. Satisfactory lately. Oh, I don't know that. I really want Factorio, but it's like 30 quid. I never seem to see it on sale on Steam either. Graphics there. Yeah, I know what you mean about the graphic. They actually do. I do like the graphics of Factorio. I like the simple. I still need to finish 2 Point Hospital. I'm near the. Am I near the end to that? I think I'm about to start the last section of the map. I'm just going to check to see how much Factorio is now. Wish list. 30 quid. Yeah, it never seems to go on sale either. Cyberpunk's 25 quid at the minute. Axiom Verge 2. Ooh, South Park The Fractured Butthole's 10 quid. I still want to play all the Dark Souls games, but they're all 30, 35 quid. Ooh, Party Hard 2, I want to play that. Bully. Ooh, Bully's £3.50 at the minute. That's tempting. I really wanted to play Industries of Titan because I love the artist who worked on that, but it's meant to be really very, very meh. Mid as Fook. Yeah, Robocop Rogue City as well looks really fun. I want to play that too. World building games, yeah. Oh, I've heard of Dyson Sphere Program. I'm sure I've heard of that. I've not heard of Satisfactory. I'll have a look at that. So if there's anyone in here expecting drawing now, we're we're looking at Steam games now. That's what this stream is. Store. So Satisfactory. Let's have a look at that. Still the same price as well. That does look pretty cool, actually. I'll add that to the wish list. And what was the other one? Yeah, the Dyson one. Yeah. I like world building games as well, but I'm not very good at them. Like I don't have the patience for them, which is annoying because I do like playing them, but it's like I think we've spoken about City Skylines before. Like I really love those games. I used to love SimCity. But you seem to need to invest a lot of time into those games, which I'm not. It's not that I'm not prepared to do it. I guess I'm trying to rush to like the Megalopolis bit, and it's like no, you've got to be patient and do the kind of other stuff first. I think Victoria said they will probably never go on sale as there was a cheap early access. That's a shame. Yeah, I've heard the Tropico games are meant to be alright. There was one called Anno as well. Was it Anno 2055? That looked kind of half interesting, but it seemed quite a lot of money. Anno 2205, sorry. God, I didn't know there were that many. There's 1800 season 1 pass. Yeah, Anno 2000. But it had like mixed reviews. I don't know if that's because there's like bugs in it or whatever, or if it's just a gameplay thing. Mostly whenever games have mixed or poor reviews, it's usually because they're buggy, not because it's a crap game. It's always usually because of how buggy the game is. I think I'm going to leave that there. I think I can't really do much else with it. I do quite like it though. Yeah, Ubisoft are right scam artists, aren't they? One of the things I like about Minecraft as well, I'm happy to chill out, by the way. Thank you, Coob. Yeah, it's Dead Hand was saying that it's a nice colour, but I don't mind hanging out for a few minutes to chat. One of the things about Minecraft as well, like I've not dived into the multiplayer of it and gone into other people's worlds and stuff like that. I just feel mainly because I'm too inexperienced to do it. Thank you, Dead Hand. Really appreciate it. Yeah, there seems to be like a decent community in Minecraft. I'm interested in certain worlds that are built in Minecraft. Like, is it the oldest Havoc server? Is that what it's called? Anarchy server. I watch videos about that, and it's really interesting. I'd never go on it because I'd get mullered in 10 seconds. But like this world that's just thousands and thousands and thousands of blocks. Like you're dumped in the center of the map, and it is just it's like Minecraft equivalent of like a dystopian city, like Escape to New York and stuff. It's really cool to read about and watch. But Minecraft just seems really nice and chill. Like just going. Oh no, there was a server me and a friend and our kids kind of played in for a bit. The build servers early 20th century. But yeah, I do like a bit of Minecraft. It's just because I normally play Call of Duty with my IRL friends, and that can get a bit hectic. And the main reason we play that is just purely for the shits and giggles. And it's the only game that we all have, and that stemmed from lockdown, just so we could still chat to each other. And it's loads of fun, but sometimes you need to step away from it and go, do you know what? I'm just gonna pick some berries, build a corn farm, and listen to some music or listen to a podcast. World War era. For Anno, is that? Yeah. I think Anno was on my wish list. But then I took it off because I thought, no, there's loads of games I want to play before that. But yeah, I can't afford to buy games at the minute anyway. I've already had my Christmas present. Anyway, chat, so I'm going to call it there because I actually need to go to the toilet. But But thank you very much for popping in on Saturday. Apologies that I had to do this on a Saturday and not yesterday because of the catastrophe that was dinner yesterday. I will be back on Monday with the usual gear. Hopefully I'll have recovered so I can actually start looking at printing and all this work out and finally finish that goddamn original piece. But yeah, Monday I shall be back. But thank you all for coming in. Dead Hand, Coo, Annie. Thank you so much for popping in today. I know it was a different day and a bit early, but I'd always appreciate you popping in. I hope you all enjoy the rest of your weekend. Really always appreciate your support and popping in. It does mean a lot. So yeah, I'm going to call it there, nipped at Lou, and then chill out. But all of you enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thank you again for joining, and I'll see you Monday, hopefully. Ta-ra.